Alright, so there's a big problem I faced when I first started wanting to eat. First off, cooking my food and then coming up with meals. It wasn't so hard in the off season. The off season being like the winter when I can eat whatever I want, basically. But for this video, like, I'm gonna start a new trend of what to eat like when you're dieting. A lot of people they aren't creative, and even if you are creative, you just lose some of the ability to have the drive or the thought process to think of other things besides what you're craving, like pizzas and whatnot. So coming close to 3 weeks out, 3 to 4 weeks out, I'm trying to stick with my omegas, a lot of eggs, fish, spinach, but right now it's like basically my first meal of the day after I do my cardio. Empty stomach, which a lot of people, I used to not prefer, but right now it's something that I have to like do because I slacked. But anyways, yeah, I just want to make some videos of like healthy foods that we can all eat, and they're easy to cook. Because some people I know, they always come to me and they're like, well, Eddie, you know, I don't like to cook. I can't cook, or they're just not creative. So I set them through a little tutorial of, you know, easy, simple things that, you know, you learned as a kid, you didn't even know you did, like how to make eggs. And by the way, like, talking about what I use for like oils and stuff right now, I'm using extra virgin olive oil for the fat content to not be there or have a lot of calories. And I usually like using avocado oil even more than coconut oil, but people say coconut oil, you know, it's like Diet Coke. It destroys your intestines and stuff like that. It produces a bad chemical, which I believe is true, but that's over like you have to be like caking it on. It's like anything, you know, gluttonous people are always gonna cake on too much. Of course, they're gonna make even healthy stuff unhealthy. As far as it goes, it was just honestly cheaper too. Avocado oil is a lot more expensive, but avocado oil also, it has a fattier content than what I would like right now. I'm trying to pre-game for this competition. So I'm gonna start with my eggs, and I'll just go ahead and tell you what I'm making. So it's gonna be basically 93 or 95% lean ground turkey, and I'm going to use 1 or 2 whole eggs, and then the rest are going to be egg whites. The reason why I'm doing the whole eggs is because right now, cutting out so much of stuff in my body, I need more natural fat contents and healthy cholesterol. Some of you may ask, like, how's any cholesterol healthy? That's a good question. Your body needs certain unhealthy things that like I said earlier, like, it's the amount we use. Our body does need sugars. It does need healthy cholesterol, healthy fats. And that might blow some of your guys' minds, but it's very true. Like, your testosterone level, for guys who want to, like, if you didn't know this little fun fact, guys who, you know, want to boost their testosterone level without steroids, like I do, it's about your diet and when you eat foods. Such as like the healthy cholesterol. You need like certain healthy fats and cholesterol to kick up your body's hormone levels and metabolism. And a lot of you guys are cutting out all this stuff and like killing off all your testosterone, everything that you need to like produce lean, hard mass. And I don't know why, but that's what you guys are doing. So anyways, to get back to this, you guys seen, I just busted out like 6 eggs in here. So I do count, but right now, like, needing the headspace and everything, I'm utilizing like self-taught knowledge of what I'm used to and what I need to consume. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip out 4 of these egg yolks real quick. And just so you can see, I'm gonna bring you over here. Excuse my my mess. Like all I'm doing is sifting out the egg yolk, and you have to be like slightly careful. Like that right there, it started to bust. You didn't even get to see it. Oh my gosh! So I'm sifting out the yolks with the spoon. You have to be careful because you'll grab a lot of the white. So in here, I'm gonna go ahead and cook these with the egg yolk like over easy to where it's like basically running, and then I'm gonna add more egg whites to it. Kind of stir it up a little bit. It's not easy to do at the beginning to not bust those egg yolks when you want to take them out. Actually, matter of fact, no, I'm gonna leave them over easy. So there's that. So I'm gonna go over here. And I'm going to cheat a little bit since I have few whole eggs left, and I may need those money-wise. I always keep a thing of 100% egg whites on me, so that way I don't have to double cook. I'm just going to shake this up and add about 2 to 3, almost 4 more eggs, and then have about a total of like, with egg whites, since it's a whole egg busted down, I'm going to say, I don't even know how many grams this is, but I'm going to say like 8 to 10 eggs complete. Like all of this right here. So I'm going to throw that in here. A little more oil in there. That's the secret to the flip. I'm going to show you the flip. If you want to be professional egg eaters, you have to learn how to freaking cook the eggs with the flip. So that's going to be a lot. So because I have a lot of protein in that base, and I'm not going to do any fiber because I drink a green fiber shake in the morning before my cardio, I'm going to do about 6 ounces of ground, lean ground. Turkey. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I'm a germaphobe. Alright, so like, I mean, basically by now I'm like a professional eater in a sense. It's funny, you hear all the bodybuilders say it. But for those who want to know how many grams of protein I'm intaking with all this, I would say, I honestly won't even lie and say I know exactly how much is in ground turkey because I don't eat ground turkey, you know, every day. Just a lot, like when I'm dieting or when I realize, I don't even know how to explain it, just I can feel my body's natural metabolism and things slowing down throughout the year. So, you know, I'm keeping up with different diets throughout the year. I'm a healthier eater throughout the year. I don't really believe in all the McDonald's dieting and gaining weight through that. So I'm going to show you this. Probably going to be a lot harder since I don't basically have, I have all this extra on top of the egg. So I'm just going to, you know, push on the sides, get it a little loose. And then what I do is I give it a little shake to make sure it's still moving around, get that white out. And then sometimes, you know, I just kind of shove to the side to let it cook longer. Pop that, push it to the side, because I'm going to give it a good flip here in a second, and you'll see. And you just want all this egg white to kind of cook a little more, so that way whenever I give it a flip here in a second, it's going to be kind of scary. You have to like catch it. But that have you seen that? That takes time and like really good practice. You have to be really good. And then make sure you just poke like some holes in it to get that effect of the egg white I know some of you guys don't care to like eating raw eggs, but I do. So I try not to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab out this turkey meat. And once again, I don't know how much protein is in turkey meat, but I do know that and it's just a hand measurement. Like, I'm good at knowing what I use when I use it. So I think my egg's gonna be done here in a minute. Leave it there. Wash my hands again. Always wash the hands in the kitchen, man. I see a lot of people who just kind of, they just cook and then touch everything. It's disgusting. I'm not the safest cook by far, but I sure know I cook my food thoroughly. I try to. And basically what I have here is a huge over easy with only 2 egg yolks. That's something you learn as a top chef. I've done some cooking in some type of kitchens before. Another thing is, if you're wondering about like flavors and stuff, there's always ways to add natural flavoring. Like, first off, you need sodium to contract the muscles. Now, I'm not going to eat sodium all day long, huge amounts of it, but it's the simple things whenever you start dieting or even eating right that you can cut out and make taste good, like with salts and peppers. Like, your body's going to start craving those natural flavors. And I've always kind of enjoyed natural meat flavors and with just a little bit of ground pepper and salt on them. But for those who need super flavorful foods, you know, I recommend like getting chopped onions, parsleys, things like that. Or even the other day, I created something that tasted like a tuna casserole. It was salmon, spinach. I threw a bit of little feta cheese on top of it, and it tasted like a really ritzy tuna casserole. Any of you know what that is? But that's what I'm saying. It's like being creative, but not screwing up your diet is like the key point to all of this. Because right now I need to even be cutting back than I am now. Maybe I'll show you guys here soon, but my fat content, not even my fat content, it's my water and my rippling. You know, I'm not coming in hard and dry as much as I want to. I'm pretty good there. I won't even show you right now. Too hungry. But hopefully this helps some of you guys. Like, here, I'll show you like some of the finished products here. Like, we have the eggs. Oh my gosh, of course that happened. Stupid. Now this thing wants to work. Oh, shut up. Gosh, that's horrible. But anyways, before I shut that off, okay, I'll go shut it off. It's getting on my nerves. I'm too hungry. It's always something. Alright, that got on my nerves. So, back to it. Throw this all on one plate. Cause I like to throw like all my food together and just mix it up. And like I said, usually like I'll add like spinach or something. But for lately, I'm just gonna wing it with the proteins. Cut back my diet down a little bit. So, oh yeah, I showed you the secret. Just throw this on top of it. Ground turkey, all of that. Yesterday I was adding cheese to this exact same meal. I think I'm gonna cut the cheese out today. For less fat content. I don't feel I need it. It's another thing, you'll start to feel what your body needs. But this is how I unblend the crappy flavoring of natural good foods. You just add, and this is bad, like you'll see like a lot of guys say no, but this I know is like 0 sugar, 0 carbs, all sodium, 110 grams, 4%, which is not that, it's not really good, you don't really want it. But like right now, my body needs that kind of stuff. So, bon appetit to me. I'm gonna eat this, drink a lot of water, and then the one thing that I'm actually starting to cut back on and not use at all, I would like to show you guys, because a lot of you guys, like my biggest thing is what do I do and when do I start cutting out my carbs? And I had 100 guys, like professional guys, telling me off the street, you know, like you need to cut down to 0. And this was like right when I started. You need to like get down to 0 immediately. And nobody explains like what they mean by that. And here I am, this young guy trying to like do all this, you know, meal prep, just doing everything on my own, which wasn't that hard because you know I'm pretty disciplined. But I think what was really hard was trying to gather when to use the information they gave me. And what I mean by that is these guys would tell me you need to get down to 0 carbs, you need to tell me about the keto and all this and that, like go berserk with knowledge, not realizing I had never done any of this. I don't know the words you're talking about, I don't know any of this stuff, I've heard of it before, but like my bigger questions posed were like, when do I start breaking down the carbs? How long do I have to wait till I hit that catabolic effect? Will I hit it? Do I not want to hit it? All these questions. And so I had to realize quickly, this year I'm going to screw up with testing myself like a guinea pig. I set myself up on a bunch of diets. Like one was the carb cycling. In a sense, I'm still kind of doing it, but I just had to like learn really quickly by not messing up my body, but like I could look a lot better right now, but I had to like bounce back and forth to learn everything for my body type for this year, and it may change by next year, I don't know. But what I know for this year is the bigger questions that I posed were, you know, what does my diet look like when I get down to the last couple weeks where I'm at now? When do I eat carbs if I eat them? So if you want to stay tuned to learn more of this with me, I can definitely help you, because I had to teach myself. And there's nothing more than when you've taught yourself that you can teach somebody else. Because a lot of these guys, they want to give you, you know, quick gain results. They want to even make fun of all the other critics and all the other dieters and all the other people giving you all this information that you watch on here. You know, like I watch a lot of these YouTube commercials where guys are like, oh yeah, and they told you that you needed to eat every 2 hours, and that didn't work. And here I am now, and they go through this big old sad story how their life sucks so bad, and they went through all this pain and it never worked. Or the guy that gets on there and he looks shredded, he's like, and you thought that you needed to just do a lot of cardio, eat less calories, and starve yourself. No, nobody's telling you to do that. We're just telling you we can do that once because of years of getting to that point. You don't just jump off the bat to do that. Do you think I would have never been able to do what I did this year if I didn't have the mental discipline and also the 10 plus years of experience of powerlifting and lifting weights? Just would have been nothing. So for the first question that I was like trying to answer to myself, like right now I'm eating no carbs. I finally got my body and my mind to a relaxed state of eating no carbs. But right now I'm starting to implement carbs, and I won't lie, like I did really bad starting from the 4th of July and a little bit before there, where I was eating like burritos and carbs. Now that I've cut them out, I still need to, you know, I'll go ahead and show you, like cut out a lot more. But I'm happier with my results, and I'm going to need to start filling out sooner, because a lot of the depletion on my body I'm starting to feel again. My core staying really hot throughout the day once I start my cardio. It's all coming down to the sciences, and that's what it does. And a lot of you don't realize that. It's not just hard work, it's a science. These guys have scientists backing them up, helping them, and doing all these things. So don't beat yourself up when you don't look that great at the end of the year. This cost me a lot of my life. It was a lot of sacrifice, a lot of time, a lot of effort. You guys don't understand what it takes. It doesn't just take, 2 hours in the gym or an hour in the gym every day. It doesn't just take eating every 2 hours. It doesn't just take doing some cardio, eating right. It takes cutting out those outside objects that are going to stop you from focusing on that one main goal, which is you and your body. From stepping aside from saying I'm not crazy or narcissistic, I'm just into a goal, and that's happens to be making my body look better than most people, being stronger than most people, flexing on stage. I got a lot of guys who, are good buddies of mine, but they still make fun of the sport because they don't understand. They'll flex in the mirror and they'll laugh at things, but what they don't understand is it's a scientific art. It's a minded masterpiece to be able to pose yourself with discipline, eat correctly, cut out all the things in life that even the Bible tells you should probably cut out. If most people took the lifestyle of bodybuilding and put it into their life would be a lot different. I'm not saying you can't have fun and party and stuff, but that peaceful Zen mind, like most bodybuilders I know, they're more peaceful than the prosperity people you see on the street. All they want to do is worry about their life. They're not worried about yours. They're not out partying. They're not out, committing crimes. They're in the gym working hard, getting disciplined, teaching people about life, teaching people how to motivate themselves, and teaching people how to, live a more functional life than the people who just watch my videos or watch your videos or sit there and wonder, what do I do in my life? And I understand some of you are content with the way you live your lives, but I'm not. I'm ready to be this, to do this, and I hope you guys can help me reach to that point. So continue watching these videos. Before I got off of my stupid bodybuilding rant, I'm eating these double protein oatmeal with cinnamon, which I didn't even realize I had that. I usually get 100% grain, but I seen the double protein. This was all they had. So it is 25 or 26 grams of carbs for each one of these whole muffins, and I'm going to need 2, so I'm going to need a 50. And hopefully in the next week or so, I'm going to get myself back down to no carbs, so that way I look even more retained, drier. I got a lot of work to do. I don't plan to be the biggest guy by far. I just plan to be the best me, and that's all you guys need to focus on. Remember, if you're going to do this dieting and you're into your weeks of pre-contest meals and you're wondering, like, what do I do? What do I take down? And you've read all these articles that say different stuff, because everybody who's training and writing them, their diets are different. Their bodies are different, and you have to remember that. But you need to take what you can from theirs, or what I do. I take what I see they do. I try it for 1 day or 2, and then I just implement it and change it to my lifestyle and see how and when and will it ever work for me. And that's when I catch on to the things and the trends that will work for my body. But like I said, stay with me and we can learn together the pre-contest meals and stuff, because I know the summer's almost over. A lot of you guys, and especially a lot of you single competitors like myself, without coaches and stuff, you're going to become a coach by doing this. You're going to become that person with that experience. So let's learn these contest foods together, pre-contest foods together. Remember, you do want your carbs down. From what I've learned, I am reaching, I think, less than 50 a day. So, I mean, there were days. That's what's confusing, is with my carb cycling, in a sense. That's why I'm calling it carb cycling. There's been 2 or 3 days out of the week where I don't eat any carbs, and I just jump to wanting some muffins in the middle, which is bad because my body sucks it up really fast. That's why I know I'm going to deplete myself really quickly, and then I'm going to boost myself back up with all those carbs pre-contest the week of or before. And like I said, just stay with me and I'll give you the advice I can. If you subscribe or if you comment below, I don't even think anybody will watch any of these videos, but if you do want to learn how to eat right or proper, or even just better your life, and you don't want to be a bodybuilder, you can stay tuned with me, and we'll figure all this out. So I'm going to go throw some strawberry sugar-free jelly on this and enjoy this meal. So thank you guys.